Hey, how you doing today? So you guys know that I love um, 17 hats. You know that I've talked about 17 hats in the past. And if you were a client, you also know that I am always um, talking about how you can be efficient, how you can be lazy. That's my favorite word, like lazy, which isn't really laziness, but it's like you can appear like you're doing a lot more than you're doing. Um, with the help of 17 hats. And for me, it's crucial because I am doing an awful lot of things. I think 2022 is going to, oh, 222, I think I'm going to like that. But 2022 is going to be my year of doing less. It's going to be my year of like, I'm going to be saying a lot of no's. So for busy people, it is crucial that you have your crap together. And this month, I have been talking all about being adaptable in your business and how, and in your personal life, it is really important that you be adaptable and agile and flexible and open. So when things happen and you're required to change, that you're easily able to adapt to that change. So if you haven't been watching the videos from this month, go back, watch them, and and um, and figure out what I'm talking about. But I want to share with you the dashboard of 17 hats. At some point, I'm going to go back and I'm going to give you a really good overview of 17 hats. But for this month, I really want to talk to you about how the dashboard can help you be more adaptable in your business. So when I'm working with clients, I ask them a couple questions. One, what are you going to do if you have to take a trip to Fiji and you're gone for 4 months? Or what happens if you get sick? Or what happens if you have to go and take care of your aging parents or your young children and you are not able to do your job every day? What happens to your work? And so what I found is that 17 Hats is marvelous for that, because I can simply call my VA and say, I have a bunch of things that I'm supposed to be doing. They are on 17 Hats. Go look at the dashboard and see what I'm supposed to be doing and kind of be me for a day or 2 or 4 months. Or tell me what's on there so that we can address it, so that my clients don't get skipped, so that maybe we can send out some emails to my leads or my prospects. And so this is my overview of the 17 Hats dashboard. And I don't even know that I said that I'm a 17 Hats ambassador. I'm proud to be a 17 Hats ambassador. I don't get paid for it. If you use my link to sign up for 17 Hats, I get a couple pennies. I'm not going to get rich off of this. But I talk about it so much that I'm like, I'm going to talk about it and really show people the behind the scenes of what I'm doing as I'm talking to you as clients or as I'm talking to you as prospects, right? And so here we go. All right, so this is my 17 Hats dashboard. And I want to make sure that I can see what you're seeing, and I can also see me moving stuff around. So just give me a second. Thank you for your patience. All right, so this is my, oh, actually it looks weird now. So I'm just going to move a little bit more. There. Okay. So there, this looks like the 17 hats that I know and love. So this is 17 hats, and this is the 17 hats dashboard. So when you log into 17 hats, this is the first place where you land. And of course, it shows the month, it shows what's going on this week. They have a getting started little task list of things that you can do when you first sign up for 17 Hats. And when I signed up for 17 Hats, I actually had someone onboard all of my stuff for me. And so I never went through that. But nice things about 17 Hats is it does things like show you your recent client activity. I sent a contract, made a phone call, sent a questionnaire. She completed the questionnaire. I sent another questionnaire. And as I know you guys can tell, these are all like Harry Potter names. And that's because this isn't my real dashboard. So the nice thing about 17 Hats is that you can have multiple brands. And so if you click here on this lovely little picture, you can see that I actually have multiple brands in here. I have my money coaching, I have my tax business, I'm a managing director at eWomen Network, I have some administration stuff. You know, I have all kinds of stuff that I house right here in 17 Hats. I've been with 17 Hats maybe 18 months, something like that. And so I have lots of brands in here because I run kind of my whole life from this one program. So again, you can see all of the recent client activities. You can also see what's pending. So there's 3 contracts pending. You click on this, it'll take you in more. You can see that there's a questionnaire pending, and then that'll take you in more. And then also here, this is kind of my favorite. Actually, it's my second favorite part. This right here is my favorite thing to look at. It's like, this is what's going on with my day. And this isn't actually what's going on with my day. This is just what I created for the purposes of showing you guys. If you saw my real one, it'd be like, when do I breathe? When do I eat? So down here, though, is my second favorite part of 17 Hats because it tells me so many things about my business. It tells me that I have new leads coming in. And so I can look at them and I can see that, okay, these are new leads coming on. And if I clicked on it, it would take me to that person. And when I have new leads coming in, they have a part of 17 Hats called lead capture forms where I can take a like sign-in form, put it on a website. You can use that form to get my opt-in, and then you're put in my system as a new lead. And I can go and put all kinds of tags in that so I can see, okay, are you a new lead from a speaking event that I did or from a conference that I was at? How did I get that lead? It shows the to-do items. So I obviously have to do something with the AFCPE and figure out what's new with something, with a certificate that I'm interested in. I need to call Albus Dumbledore and tell him to schedule his consultation. And so it's really good to keep track of what you have to do and when it was due. I can snooze it for a period of time, right? And it will let me choose like when I want to snooze it for, and then it will pop back up on my window. And so I love that. If I have one drafted email, but if I had more, it would show me all of the email drafts. Oh, obvious, Lucius Malfoy was a naughty boy. I just felt that I needed to tell him that. I have a questionnaire past due, again, Neville. And then I have a scheduled email to Professor McGonagall. And so it's time for her to schedule her next session for me. In this section, there is sometimes other stuff. So these are other things that you might see in this area. So again, new leads, if you have contracts that are past due, it will show up here. If you have invoices that are past due, it will show up here. If you have workflow items, which is how you automate things in the system. So if I have my coaching program automated, and so I will send out an email, say it's time to schedule your coaching session. They'll schedule their session, And then after that session is done, it'll send out another email. It's time to schedule the next session, or whatever it is that I want to send them. Or if I send them something, and then after the session, I want to get some feedback on that session, I can send them a follow-up email. Things also like, okay, to-do items. If you have emails that people have sent you that you need to reply to, this is excellent for that. And so I'm gonna let you guys see my face here for a second. But one thing that I love about 17 Hats, and one of the reasons why I chose 17 Hats specifically, is because I was missing emails. And so I can get completely overwhelmed in the number of emails that I get, considering that I have like 5 email addresses. And there's always tons of stuff coming into them because I have lots of licenses. I am a financial counselor, and I am a tax preparer, and I have a real estate license and an insurance license. They require continuing education and all kinds of other stuff. And so I'm always kind of trying to keep on track of everything that I need to do. There's tasks involved in being the managing director of eWomen Network. I want to make sure I'm reaching out to my members and that I am getting them what they need. And so I want to make sure that when I get an email from someone, that I can see you have 7 emails that you need to respond to, and it'll pop right up on that dashboard. And the only thing is if someone out of the blue emails me and I don't know you, so you're not in my database yet, you're not in my 17 Hats contact, then that won't go in there right away. But the minute I add you and give it a couple of days, then even that will pop up. And so I love that. Okay, so again, drafted emails, questionnaires, they have something called life cycles. And the life cycles is like stages in business. So they were a new lead, and then I started having prospecting conversations and sales conversations with them. And then I sent them out onboarding, and then they became a client, and now they're coaching with me. And so life cycles is like, this is the bucket that they're in, and it lets you keep up with where that client is. And then also, again, if I scheduled emails, then it'll show me that on the dashboard as well. Another thing that I love about the dashboard, and that I love about 17 Hats, I'm not going to go into this too deeply today, is they have a bookkeeping section. And again, I haven't attached any accounts or created any dummy transactions in here to show you the bookkeeping. But basically, this can replace QuickBooks if you are a simple business. And so if you don't have, I'm a coach. In my coaching business, I don't have too many complicated accounting things going on. I get money, I pay for my expenses. That's pretty much it. I can connect it here. I can reconcile my transactions or categorize my transactions into different transaction categories. And once that's done, then on this dashboard, it will show me down here how many transactions I have in my business that have to be categorized. And so I really do think that this is a great program. I really can't say enough about this dashboard and how helpful it is in running my business. So again, I'm going to point out this calendar here up at the top and show you how, so some of these things that you see here, so like this light green is a calendar that tells me that this is a activity where I've already earned the money. That's why it's in green. And this activity is something where I'm trying to earn the money. And that's why it's in dark green. These reds, these are things that where I need to follow up. These are my to-do items. And then these yellow is like a prospecting conversation where I want to invite them to a sales conversation. So it's like one step before the green. But the color coding really does tell me what I have going on. If I look at this calendar and I'm not seeing enough green, that means I'm not doing enough things in my week to earn money. Now, another thing that I like about this calendar is that I can see what's going on over my weekend. So I can tell because this showed up on a Sunday. I would never schedule something on a Sunday. So I can tell that this is part of an automatic workflow. So if I click on my calendar, which is so convenient, I don't have to go to contacts and try and find her. I can just click on that event and click right on her name, and it's going to take me right to this workflow for her. And I can see what's going on here. So I can see that it automatically put in my calendar this workflow that I created. So I need to do a follow-up call with her. And it was probably 2 days after this last event, but that is on a Sunday. And so I can look at her and see what's going on with Mrs. Malfoy, and get to her account and see if I have any notes or emails or files or to-do items or events. There's a phone log, time log. At some point, I'm going to explain all of this to you, but not today. So I can tell everything about her from this dashboard. Another thing that I can do from this dashboard is decide that sister's not going to work on a Sunday because that's crazy. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to change this. I'll change it to Monday. And if I wanted to put a time on it, I could, or I could just leave it with no time. I'm just going to leave it with no time. And whenever I have time on Monday to do a follow-up phone call, I'll do that. And then that just moved it right to Monday. All right, so that is my overview of the 17 Hats dashboard. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave those questions in the chat and I will answer them for you. But I also want to tell you that that 17 Hats has this really good discount going on this month. And if you are interested in 17 Hats and using 17 Hats for your business, it has two things going on. So let me actually get back here because I want to tell you about these two things it has going on. So I'm going to click over to this. So this is 17 Hats. When you first go to the website, if you don't have, if you're not a member already, you can't log in, this is what you first see when you go to 17hats.com. They now have a free CRM. And so if you are just looking for some place to keep all your contacts, to do, to see your schedule, and to do just a few other things, you can do that with your free CRM. But if you are looking for any one of these other levels, and you can go to automation levels and look at the 3 levels and see what the 3 levels are. Again, there's so many things that you can do in 17 Hats. You can, let's look at the features really quickly. I'm not going to keep you too long. Organization, documents, money, branding, emails, time management, online scheduling, lead management, reporting. There is just so much stuff on 17 Hats that you can do. I didn't even show you the tags. I have each of those people have their tag by if they're in Gryffindor or if they're in Ravenclaw. And it's really easy to keep track of what's going on with your people. But if you are looking to become a 17 Hats member, This month, they have a really great deal in that you can do that for 50% off if you purchase an annual membership with this code. So if you do the https:/referrals 17hats.17hats.com, all that stuff. I'm going to put that in the comments. And so you guys can get 50% off. Like I said, you know, I'll get a few pennies from it. I hope that you don't mind that happens. But I hope that you've enjoyed my overview of the dashboard. And today is the 17th, which was like, I was so excited. I'm like, it's the 17th. I'm going to do something on 17 hats. And so I will be in the future doing more of these overviews of 17 hats and showing you what it is all about. And you can come back and watch and ask me questions and I'll answer them. All right, you guys. Bye for now.